The next topic is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. Okay, you take any composite number that can be expressed as product of prime, and this factorization is unique. That is, there is only one way to write this prime factorization. But here we are not particular about the order in which the prime factors occur. Now let us take example of 210. Now let us prime factorize 210. Let us take the example of 210. Now when you prime factorize, you can divide by 2. You will be getting 105. 105 can be divided by 3. You will be getting 3 3s are 9, 1 15 35. It can be divided by 5. You will be getting 7. So 210 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. Okay. The prime factorization of 210 also can be done. You can divide by 5 first. What you will be getting? 4 5s are 20, 142 you will be getting. Now you can divide this by 7. You will be getting 6. Now you can divide this by 2. You will be getting 3. So 210 also can be written as 5 into 7 into 2 into 3. That is, every composite number can be expressed as product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which these prime factors occur. That means 210s we can factorize as 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. It can also be factorized as 5 into 7 into 2 into 3. See, both are same. Isn't it? 2 is there, 2 is here, 3 is there, 3 is here, 5, 5, 7, 7. So there is only one way, unique way to prime factorize 210. But we are not particular about the order in which these prime factors occur. This is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Now it has an application. Using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, you can find the HCF and LCM of given two numbers. Now let us take the example of 144 and 270. Let us find the HCF and LCM of 144 and 270 using fundamental theorem of arithmetic. For that, let us first prime factorize 144. When you prime factorize 144, you can divide 144 by 2. You will be getting 72. Again by 2, 36. By 2, 18. Again by 2, you will be getting 9. By 3, 3. Am I right? So 144 can be written as 144 is equal to 2 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 1, 2. 3 raised to 2. So 144 can be written as 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2. Now let us prime factorize 270. 270, let us divide first by 2. You will be getting 1s are, 3s are, 5s are, 135. 135 can be divided by 3. Then you will be getting 4 3s are 12, 45. Again you can divide by 3. You will be getting 1s are, 5s are. You can divide by 3. You will be getting 5. Isn't it? So 270 can be written as 2 into 3 raised to 3 into 5. Isn't it? So we have prime factorized 144 and 270. Now let us find the HCF first. Okay. HCF, HCF is highest common factor. Among 144 and 270, you first find what are the common factors. 2 raised to 4 and 2, 3 square and 3 cube. These are the common, isn't it? So to find the HCF, among these two, you should go for the least power. So the least power is 1. So HCF is equal to 2 into, here 3 is raised to 2, 3 raised to 3. You should go for 3 raised to 2. And these are the only common factors. So the HCF is equal to 2 into 9, that is 18. So 18 is the HCF of these two given numbers. Now let us find what is LCM. To find LCM, you should consider all the factors, not common factors. Not only the common, all the factors you should consider. So here you are also going to consider 5. Okay. Now to find LCM, among these two, you should go for the greatest, the prime number with the greatest power. So you should go for 2 raised to 4 into, here you should go for 3 raised to 3, because 3 is the highest degree. Now into 5. This will be the LCM of these two given numbers. Let us find what is LCM. 2 raised to 4, you know, that is 16. What is 3 raised to 3? That is 9 3s are 27. Into 5, let us multiply first. Okay. What is 16 into 27? 16 into 27. 7 6 are 42. 4. 7 plus 4, 11. 2 6 are 12. 1. 2 plus 1, 3. You will be getting 3, 4. 432. Into 5. 5 2s are 10. 15 plus 1, 16. 20 plus 1, 21. So here the LCM is 2160. So using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, you can find out HCF and LCM of any two given positive numbers. Okay. Now you have already studied that there is a relation between HCF, LCM and the given two numbers. You might have learned in lower classes. The relation is HCF into LCM is equal to A into B. What is A into B? A and B are the given two numbers. So A into B is the product of two given numbers. Let us find out what is HCF into LCM here. Let us just check whether this is right or wrong. Okay. HCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. Let us find what is HCF into LCM. You know what is HCF? HCF is 18. LCM is 2160. You just solve it. You will be getting answer. Now you find what is A into B. What is A here? A is 144. What is B? 270. Just multiply and find the answer. You will be getting the two numbers, two answers same. Okay, it is up to it. You can solve it. Now, what we have discussed in this topic is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. It states that every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. You see, 210. We have taken the example of 210. It can be expressed as product of prime. And this prime factorization is unique. There is only one way to express 210 as product of prime, apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. We are not particular about the order in which they occur. Okay, so that is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, you can find the HCF and LCM of given two numbers, any numbers. And here we have taken the taken 144 and 270 as examples, and we have prime factorized these two numbers, and we have found HCF and LCM, and we have already studied that there is a relation between HCF, LCM and these two numbers. That is, HCF into LCM is equal to product of given two numbers, that is A into B. I think it is clear to you. HCF of two numbers is 116 and LCM is equal to 1740, and one of the number, let it be A, okay, one of the number is equal to 580. You have to find the other number. See, you know the relation between HCF, LCM and the product of two numbers, isn't it? If you are given two positive integers, there is a relation between HCF, LCM and the product of given two numbers A and B. That is, HCF into LCM will be equal to A into B. That is the product of two numbers. Okay. So this is the relation that you have to by heart to solve this type of problems. HCF into LCM is equal to A into B. Let us see what is given? HCF is given to you, LCM is given to you. One of the numbers is also given, that is 580. You have to find out the other number. Let it, the other number be B. Okay, so other number is equal to HCF into LCM divided by A. Let us substitute the values. HCF is equal to 116. LCM is 1740 by A. One of the numbers is given to you, that is 580. Now you can divide 116 580. 116 goes 5 times in 580, that is 116 into 5, 580. Now let us divide 1740 by 5. In 17, 5 goes 3 times, 3 5s are 15, remainder 2 24, 4 5s are 20, remainder 4 40, 8 5s are 40. So the other number is equal to 348. You see, you multiply HCF and LCM, that means 116 and 1740, that will be always equal to the product of two numbers, that is 580 into 348. So you have to by heart this relation. Okay, HCF into LCM is equal to product of given numbers. Now let us find out the HCF and LCM of 105 and 1515 by prime factorization method. Let us first prime factorize 105. You can divide 105 by 5. 5 goes twice 1, 21. 21 can be divided by 3. You will be getting 7. Now 105 can be factorized as 5 into 3 into 7. Now let us prime factorize 1515. We can divide 1515 by 5. 5 goes 3 times, 0. Again 5 goes 3 times, 303. Now 303 can be divided by 3. You will be getting 101. 101 is a prime number. Okay, so the process stops here. So 515 can be written as 5 into 3 into 101. Now let us find out what is HCF, highest common factor. Let us find the common factors first. 5 and 3 are common factors. So here HCF is equal to 5 into 3, that is equal to 15. Now you have to find out LCM. You know the relationship between HCF and LCM. HCF into LCM is equal to product of two given numbers, that is HCF into LCM is equal to A into B. Now here we can find out what is LCM. LCM is equal to A into B by HCF. Let us substitute the values. Okay, what is A? A is one of the numbers, that is 105, into B. What is B? 1515 divided by HCF. What is HCF? HCF is 15. So we can divide 105 and 15. It goes 7 times. Now let us multiply 1515 by 7. Okay, 7 5s are 35. 7 into 1, 7 plus 3, 10. 7 5s are 35 plus 1, 36. 7 plus 3, 10. So LCM is equal to 10,605. It is not necessary that you should find the LCM using this relation. Okay, you can find out the LCM in another way also. See, from here itself, if you want, you can find out the LCM. What's the LCM here? LCM will be equal to, LCM is equal to 5 into, what are the common factors first? First you find what are the common factors. That is 5 is there. 5 into 3 into 7 into 101. This also will give you 10,605. Okay, so once you find HCF, you can find LCM using this relation. That will be easier. Okay, HCF into LCM is equal to A into B. Now let us move to the other problem. Here you are given a factor tree and you have to find the value of the composite number X. Okay, now since it is a factor tree, when you multiply 7 into Z, you should get 371, because 371 is factorized as 7 into Z. Now you can find out the value of z as z is equal to 371 by 7. That is equal to 7 goes 5 times, 5 7s are 35, 21 3 times, isn't it? So the value of z is equal to 53. So you get here z as 53. Now what is 1855? It is factorized as 5 into 371. Okay, so 371 into 5 will give you 1850. 1855 into 3 will give you y. So the value of y will be equal to, y is equal to 3 into 1855. That is equal, let us find out what is that. 1855 into 3 is equal to 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15 plus 1 16, 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25, 3 plus 2 5. That is 5565. That is the value of y. Now the value of x will be 2 into y. You know what is y? Then the value of x will be equal to 2 into 5565. That is equal to, when you multiply by 2, what you will be getting? 5 2s are 10, 60 12 plus 1 13, 10 plus 1 11, 10 plus 1 11. So the answer will be 11,130 will be the value of x. I think it is clear to you. So it is a factor tree. So here x is factorized as 2 into y. Okay, y is factorized as 3 into 1855. 1855 is factorized as 5 into 371. 371 as 7 into z. So here we first find out what is z, then y, then finally we got the value of x as 11,130. I think it is clear to you. Now let us move to the next problem. Here it is given that D is the HCF of 45 and 27. Okay, so HCF of 45 and 27 is D, and it is also given that D is equal to 27x plus 45y. So that you have to find the value of x and y. So let us first find out what is the HCF of 45 and 27. Let us prime factorize 45 first. When you divide 45 by 5, you will be getting 9. Divide by 3, 3 3s are 9. So 45 can be written as 5 into 3 square. Okay. Now let us prime factorize 27. 27 can be divided by 3. You will be getting 9. Again divide by 3. You will be getting 3. So 27 can be written as 3 cube. Now can you tell me what is HCF here? HCF is the highest common factor. So what is common factors here? Here only 3 is common. So the highest common factor is 3 square. Among these two, go for the least power. So here the least power is 2. So HCF is equal to 3 square, that is equal to 9. But it is given that D is the HCF. So what is the value of D? The value of D is 9. So the given relation can be written as 9 is equal to 27x plus 45y. You know, 9 is equal to 27x plus 45y. So you have to find out for what values of x and y, when you add these, you should get the value 9. Okay, so just you can use trial and error method to find the value of 9. Here, if you give the value of x as 2 and if you give the value of y as minus 1, you will be getting 9. You see, 9 is equal to 27 into 2, 54. 45 into minus 1, that is minus 45. That is 9 is equal to 54 minus 45, that is 9. So what is the value of x? So here the value of x is equal to 2 and the value of y is equal to minus 1. That is, if you substitute the value of x and y, x as 2 and y as minus 1 in this relation, you will be getting the value of D as 9. D, what is D? D is the HCF of 45 and 27. Now, so far we discussed few topics from the chapter real number. So the topics we discussed, they are Euclid's division lemma, Euclid's division algorithm, and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, and we solved some problems that have been asked in the previous years for the board exams. I think the classes are clear to you, and the remaining topics will be discussed in the next class. Hi students, if you want to master the subjects, especially mathematics, you have to practice similar types of problems. Okay, so the similar problems are given in the link given in the description. You can click the link, you can get the PDF downloaded, and you start practicing. Now, if you have not subscribed our channel, you subscribe it and share with your friends. Okay, I'll be coming soon with new topic the very next day. Thank you.